What's up, guys? So, I manifested being a pharmacist and I succeed, but I discovered that these were not my dreams. These were thoughts that were not mine. These were dreams that were not mine. And I discovered that when I knew about the law of assumption, about the Hermetic principles, about the keys to reality creation and whatnot. So I'm here to tell you today that know thyself, know who you are, know what you believe to be true and what you consent to be true about yourself. Because if you don't, you will manifest things and you will think that you love these things and you want these things. But in fact, these are just someone else's dreams and they hijacked your thoughts. Let me give you a bit of a backstory. So, I entered the School of Pharmacy or college in 2016 and I became a clinical pharmacist in 2021. I graduated in 2021 and after my graduation I entered into like an identity crisis, like who am I? Why am I here? Is this is my purpose? And I went back and forth with my mind, and when you are asking your mind questions, sometimes you will get answers in weird ways. So I discovered that I entered the faculty of pharmacy because I saw my father as a young man. I was just like idolizing my father, even though right now I was just like plain stupid because I didn't find any role model. And I love him and everything, but he wasn't the best role model to look up to in terms of a lot of things. So I didn't find any role model, consciously at least. So subconsciously, I accepted him as, how the reality works. I should do what he's doing and I should be what he is. And that's a big mistake too. You should know what you want and what you consent to be true. So he is a pharmacist, and I decided, like, you know what? You should be like someone or something in this society, so why not being a pharmacist? So I decided that I want to be a pharmacist. Even though before getting to the pharmacy school, I was just studying things like, biology and whatnot, just for the sake of it, and biochemistry and all that good stuff. But I was just doing it because I loved the idea of nutrition and whatnot and all that. And I was so into training. Like, I was training at that time, maybe like 5 times a week or 4 times a week. I don't know, but I was so meticulous about these things. So I said to myself, maybe even if I don't like pharmacy, because deep down inside of me, I knew that I didn't like what my father is doing as a pharmacist. Like, he's doing what every pharmacist is doing. Like, he doesn't know anything better than that. So I decided, like, hey, I'm gonna go there. This is the safe route. Let's go in. And I started to imagine myself getting the exact number that would get me to the pharmacy school. And I did. Like, I remember in 2015, a year before going to that faculty of pharmacy, I was just imagining getting the same exact grades that I need in order to get to that school of pharmacy. So I did, and I got exactly the numbers and grades that will get me to the pharmacy school. And the sequence of events that happened were crazy. In reality, if I answered a question that I forgot to write, I knew the answer of that question, but I forgot to write. I gave it to someone else and I forgot to write it. I would have been a dentist. But here I am. Here I am here, and I have a degree in clinical pharmacy. When I think about it, I just like, wow, these years passed by so quick, and I manifested some of my dreams and realized that this was not actually my dream. I didn't know how to dream, so I just captured someone else's dream. Yeah, you should love your family and everything, but if you're dealing with a toxic family, don't be afraid to go within and know thyself. I'm not telling you to be rude to them because this is not helping. I'm not telling you to just not try to be angry at them and frustrated. This will not help either. I always told you that the world is just a mirror. It reflects back to you what you believe about yourself and what you consent to be true. And I just realized that 2 years ago when I stumbled across the book The Power of Your Subconscious Mind by Dr. Joseph Murphy. And I'm here to tell you something. If you want to do something with your life and you truly know that this is you, not someone else's thoughts or beliefs or anything like that, I want you to go for it. But make sure these are your goals, not anyone else's goals. Because if you think about it, you will attract things into your life based on your conviction. If you are convinced that these are your dreams, you will attract it anyway. So why not attract what you want, not what everybody else is telling you that you should want. They're telling you should have this and this by the age of that. I don't believe in all that. I believe that everybody is unique. Everybody is got his own story. And I just want to tell you that you don't get in life what you want, you get who you are. So if you are programmed by your parents, by your friends, by society, don't expect to manifest anything other than the things they believe in. But if you are a bit radical, if you are thinking outside the box, then get ready, because on the outside, they will be looking at you like you are crazy, like you have 4 heads or something. And I want to tell you something. Just because the mass majority of people are hitting in a way doesn't mean you have to go that way. If it doesn't feel right to you, go the other way. And I'm not here telling you to be rebellious, but I kind of do. Be rebellious in this particular matter. I want you to believe that this life is a very good opportunity to experience things. So don't waste it. Try to please everyone around you. If I would go back years and years ago, like maybe to 2015, would I enter the School of Pharmacy, the Faculty of Pharmacy? Probably I would. Why? Because it led me to go on a route, a spiritual route, that I think I wouldn't have been on if I didn't go there. And this is the power of paradox. It's a blessing in disguise. So when you identify every circumstance in your life as positive, you will suddenly realize that your life is unfolding as it should be. You are exactly where you need to be, and don't let anyone else tell you otherwise. And I know in this day and age, everybody is panicking, as they should to an extent, but don't panic when you know that you can change everything. The universe is mental. Change your mentality, change your personality, and you will create a new personal reality. It is simple, but sometimes it is hard, and sometimes it is easy. I'm not the one to tell you. You are the one to tell me if it is hard for you or not. Nobody is gonna give it to you on like a silver plate or a silver spoon, or I don't know how to say that, but you got what I'm trying to say. I want you to know that even if you think you messed up, there is a blessing in disguise. You took that route for a reason, and you can go to another route when you are conscious of who you are and you are conscious of your unconscious behavior. And I know it sounds paradoxical, but your subconscious mind is running your life. So if you don't like your life, there is a program in there that you need to address, and you need to change that program. You need to change who you are, because nothing changes if nothing changes. Know that your life is just a reflection of who you are. And when I look back on all this chaos that I've been through a lot, man. Like, in my third year in college, I had like a weird disease. Like, I couldn't sit down, I couldn't walk, I couldn't just sleep peacefully, I couldn't do anything. And nobody knows till this day what was that. So I'm grateful that I'm doing what I'm doing right now. I'm grateful that I'm recording this video. I'm grateful for these things. And you should be grateful too. Sometimes I forget. And then I remind myself that I shouldn't forget. Because someone's trash is the next man's treasure. Someone's pain is the next man's pleasure. It is what it is. You gotta appreciate what you want, or what you have to get what you want. You gotta appreciate all the things in your life, all the little things, because somewhere across the globe, somebody is begging to live the life that you are angry at, you are frustrated with. And this is really an eye-opener. This doesn't mean that you shouldn't strive for better things and you shouldn't dream of good things to come into your life. It means that be grateful for what you have to get what you don't. And I know it sounds cliche, but cliches are cliches for a reason. You know why? Because they are true. They are freaking true. Cliches are cliches for a reason, because they are true. So, this is my message for me and for you today. Because when I do these videos, I made them for me as it is for you. To remind myself that this life is really weird and beautiful. It's a game. It's really a game. It's not a metaphor. It's a simulation. High-tech simulated game. A hologram, if you will. And what you believe and consent to be true about yourself and about your world will be reflected in front of your own eyes. You will see it on the screen space. So, that's it. I hope you got something out of this video. And I hope my experience just is like a little teacher coming up, telling you something and just going down and then coming up again to remind you, then going down. Not in a bad way, but learn from other people's mistakes. I'm telling you this because I don't want you to go through all the BS that I went through. I'm grateful for it, but you don't have to take that hard route. Disease, suffering, self-doubt, like regret, all these things will not get you anywhere. I'm real here. It will not get you anywhere if you think that when you are sad, something will happen. Nothing will happen. If you decide that you will change your life, then it will change. But if you are sitting down and waiting for someone or something to save you, man, go within and you will find your savior. Go within and you will know that when you change, everything changes. because nothing will change if you don't change, as hard and harsh as it might sound. So, this is it, man. This is today's video. This is it. Know what you want, not what the people around you want. And just be there. Be that man. Be that woman. Be that guy that you always wanted to be. Be that. And believe me, when you are doing things that you love, you'll feel joy and happiness. And as a byproduct, the world will reflect that back to you. And if you do something that you feel like you regret, just move on, man. Mistakes will make you learn. You can always use, like, maybe revision. Technique of revision is so powerful because when you realize that everything is here and now, and the result of an experience is a feeling, change the feeling, you will change in the present moment what happened in the past. So there is only the present moment. Once you realize that, everything will change. So be in the moment, live your life, be happy, and don't just sit around waiting for things to happen to you. Be the cause and let the outer world be the reflect. Don't wait and be an effect when the outer world is the cause. This is the cause and effect. So when you are changing the cause, which is you, the effect will change. Don't wait for the opposite to be an effect or a reaction instead of an action. That's it, man. See you in the next one.